What's going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty, the LEGO guy here, and welcome to another Old School Wednesday review. Today we're actually journeying back to the 1990s ninja theme and taking a look at the Emperors Stronghold. That's set 3053. It has 331 pieces, 4 minifigs, retailed for $40 US, and it came out in 1999. Now nowadays this set's going for 300 new or 125 used. So it's appreciated a lot in the last 20 odd years. There's reasons why I really like this one. There is some negatives, but all in all, this is actually a pretty good set, but we're gonna get into its positives and its negatives. But enough talk, let's get right into it. And to start us off, we'll actually begin by taking a look at what could be considered the 3 smaller builds that are included in this set. I absolutely love the young Emperor or Shogun on his horse. Look at the printing detail on this. I mean, that just looks incredible. The chest is also quite cool with the katanas, and it has sort of those gold samurai pieces that go on the top of their helmet on either side of it, which also looks pretty cool. And probably the oddest looking build in this entire set is the Ninja Princess with these orange wings. This would not fly, so I'm assuming that this is sort of mythical because, yeah, that's not gonna work. It's not like the big hang gliders that the ninjas generally use. Let's actually just give you guys a closer look at the chest. So can open it up, and inside is treasure. So you got the awesome looking chrome gold pieces, which is the ones I really prefer. I just think that these are a lot better than what we have nowadays. Hopefully they bring them back. And yeah, you can obviously carry it with 2 ninjas if you want. Giving you guys a little bit closer view of the young Emperor. He just looks so awesome. And check out that banner. It's the dragon banner. And then, last but not least, but definitely the most odd, we have the little princess glider, which is just really weird, but I do really like these orange wings. Overall, these are actually some pretty cool looking little builds. Let's now take a look at the meat of the set. And here we have the fortress itself, and as you can see, it looks quite menacing, especially with that cannon right in the center of it. Let's give you guys a 360 view. Quite a bit going on with this. We're going to get into it, area by area. And very few negatives. There is one that's kind of blatant to me, but it's not the end of the world. It can very easily be fixed with some mods, or just some additions, I should say. I just love the overall look of it. Like, it looks strong. Like, this is a stronghold. It doesn't mess around. It uses a lot of big pieces, those big rock pieces, big ugly rock pieces, along with, I also love these wall looking pieces they use a lot. Let's now break it down section by section. And the first area that we'll take a look at is actually just this bottom area. And as you can see, like we mentioned, I love these rock looking, they're printed pieces, by the way, these rock large bricks. I just think that they really add a lot of character to the set. You also have these interesting looking ornaments. They remind me of lanterns, although there's no lights in them, so I don't really think that they're lanterns. And then you'll notice they have these doors. And these doors, what's nice about them is they actually have this very cool looking dragon printing on it. So that banner, it continues throughout the set, which is actually quite nice. And you can very easily just open them up like so. Whack the ninja out of the way. You get the point. There's nothing really locking the doors. It's not like the Fort Lego Rado set. And then moving to the side, this is my single complaint with this set. Now, notice this big area of just emptiness. This could very easily be filled with, whatever, right? There could be a table right here. I mean, you could have like a little ornament or something right there, maybe like a coat of armor over here. Like, there's just area to basically work with. Maybe a table with some sake, something like that I think would be really cool. But it's not the end of the world. What is nice about this though is it wouldn't be a ninja set if it didn't have a booby trap. And this set does have that. So you see this little pin right here, this little tan brick that's sticking out? Well, if you pull it out, pull out the Technic pin, bang. Let's actually demonstrate that on a minifigure though. So pull it out and it works really well, first try. Didn't even have to film that a bunch. So I did quite like that little feature. I think that it's just a cool little play function for kids. And if you're, a collector like myself, it's always cool to see little things that LEGO does like that. Moving more towards the top of the fortress, you'll notice it has a nice little cannon area. Now these aren't the shooting cannons, these don't shoot off, but I thought it was a nice little area, where they defend basically the fortress. And you have another one of those banners. You get 2 of them in this set, which is actually quite nice. Flipping the set around though, there's one last feature that I wanted to talk about, which is before we do that, there's one other little aspect I wanted to mention before we move into the front. You actually have these little windows and you can open them up like so. It's not the most amazing thing, but I wanted to mention it regardless. But actually showing you guys again that last feature to this set, and I thought it's pretty cool. If you're a kid and you're wanting to pretend that the ninjas are throwing basically a little hook on top to try to get to the top of the fortress, you can do that. So you see how you have the little basically grappling hook. That's what we're gonna call it, grappling hook. It's basically a hook. Well, there's one on either side, and what you can do is actually raise the ninja and he'll stay there no problem, or you can lower it. So I thought that was awesome. It's just a cool way to display the set as well. Like you have a ninja sneaking up on top, and then if you're a kid and you want to have it, sort of realistic how he's getting there, you can do that as well. So overall, I really like this set. Again, the bottom area could use a little bit more detail, but it's not the end of the world. Let's now take a look at the minifigures. And here we have 3 of the 4 minifigures that are included in this set. Now I'm just gonna say it right now, you get 2 of the red ninjas. They are identical. So just so you guys know, that's the 4th basically. And you also get the young emperor along with the princess. Again, the princess is very rare, which is part of the reason why this set's so expensive. I believe this was one of the few sets that she was ever included in. The ninja is pretty common. The young, basically shogun, young emperor, he is in a couple more sets, but he's actually still somewhat rare. Moving them to the side. There's no back face printing, back torso printing, none of that. However, we will reveal the ninja's faces. So here's the princess face, and here is the ninja's face. Very awesome looking minifigures. This is the only female minifigure in this entire lineup of the ninja sets. So I'm actually really happy to finally own her. It was the last basically ninja I was missing, or the last minifigure that I didn't own, I believe. And let's actually just show you guys the shogun or the young emperor's torso a little bit better. He probably has one of the coolest torsos from the 90s. I mean, it just looks so bedazzled with those dragons on either side, along with the little dagger. And then the ninjas also look quite good. I mean, basically there's the dagger and they're throwing stars. Overall, the minifigures in this set are actually quite good. He even has leg printing, which is somewhat rare for the 90s. There's very few minifigures that actually, they included that with them. So anyways, overall, these ninja figs are pretty good looking, especially for the 90s. They're the perfect mixture of detail and simplicity in my books. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. I really like the overall look of this model. I love the blue little details, mixed with the rock. You can tell that this is a stronghold. I love the cannon room. The little booby trap where you can pull, the little Technic lever out and, or the Technic pin out, and then it drops those brown rocks. Overall, this is really cool. You also get the princess, which is actually quite a rare minifig. I'd say she's the rarest from the ninja line, along with, you know, the young shogun or emperor, 2 red ninjas. The negative to this set is just that it could have a little bit more detail in the interior. I mean, if you look at the very bottom of the brown base plate, there's not much going on. And that's my only complaint with this set. However, it'd be very easy to mod this. It's not the end of the world, you know? Like, you could make this better, you could fix it up, which is actually kind of the beauty of 1990s sets and 1980s, is that they have enough detail, but if you wanted to mod it and maybe improve it a bit, you can do that. Overall though, I really like this model. I think it's definitely worth the purchase. I'm not sure if you should pay 125 US for it. I didn't pay that, but it's definitely worth getting if you can get a decent deal on it. But let me know what you guys think about this one, if you like it, if you don't, any areas you think they can maybe improve on it. Overall, I just think it's a very solid ninja set. It's what you'd want from the theme and it delivers. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future ninja reviews, castle. I'm slowly but surely eventually getting all of these sets, and one of these days we'll just have a big collection video where we kind of show them off all together. But yeah, that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.